Okay. All right. We'll get started here. So we're going to go through what's expected, just what we're doing today in the orientation. You'll get an introduction to our ProTech, which stands for Professional Experience for, I'm going to mess this up, Professional and Technical Experience for Careers. That's what ProTech stands for our staff that's working with the fiber program. And our expectations for all of our students who are attending this fiber training, where we're going to be meeting, details about the course, just a short overview of the broadband industry. We may have some folks from the broadband industry joining us, and you'll definitely meet a bunch of these experts during the week that you're here. Also uniquely to this particular session, we have a broadband networking and career fair event that will be happening May 16th. You guys will graduate at 3 p.m. on Friday, May 16th, and then from 3 to 5, our entire lobby will be filled with vendors and employers who will be interested in learning who you are and if you are interested in jobs with their companies. And so we'll have a chance also to beef up our resumes. So if anybody has a resume that may need a little work, we'll be here to help with that. So we'll talk about what that entails. So our ProTech staff, you'll probably meet when you're on the campus next week. Chris Swadine is the Dean of Continuing Education here at Santa Fe Community College. And so she's the one who sort of makes sure that we're all doing our jobs. My name is Monique Nair, and I am the Director for Workforce Education at the Continuing Education Department. Candace Mirabal has been communicating with you through email. That's probably how you found out about the orientation. She's our operations coordinator. And Kira Jones, who's on the call with us today, is a consultant who works with our workforce education programs and has experience in education and all kinds of education type things. So she's a good one to ask about that. And then Jennifer Case Navarez works with the state OBI department, also does Community Learning Network. And so she'll be helping us organize the broadband networking event. And Jennifer is a great resource as well. So you'll meet her during the week. And then the people you'll be working most closely with will be Mike Roche. Tom and Mike are a father-son team, and they're our trainers that will be coming into Santa Fe, and they're part of BDI Data Link. And so you'll learn a little bit about their company and obviously be working with them very closely as you go through your certifications next week. All right, so we have some more folks joining us. I'm going to let them in. All right, our student expectations. We ask that all students be here to class by 8 a.m. It starts at 8 a.m. So this means showing up a little bit early so that you're ready to go. So just kind of, if you're one of those people that always has trouble getting to things on time, just making sure you set your clock or your watch or whatever, your phone to get you here on time. We do know that things come up, especially, traffic, those kinds of things. If you guys are traveling some distance, just make sure you communicate that if you're going to be arriving a few minutes late, and you can, of course, let the instructor know. He'll share his information with you, but you can also text me, and my number is down there at the bottom. But we just ask that you communicate just as you would any kind of professional situation if you're going to be running late. All right, so being physically and mentally present in the space. Again, this is a time for you guys to invest in yourselves. You're getting additional training. It might be something that your employer really wanted you to do. It may be something you personally wanted to do. So we're just asking you to kind of dedicate that space, thinking ahead to next week, making sure that you can be there physically and obviously mentally in that learning space. So we just, kind of think about that ahead of time because we do have really, really busy lives. Again, communication, I just talked about that. And we know things do come up in everybody's lives. So we ask that you guys communicate with us so we know what's going on. And we do offer this class, again, we'll have other sessions. So if something were to happen, and you can't attend, we'd just rather know from you instead of just not showing up. So just make sure you're in touch with us. And I think Jennifer, if you want to wave, Jennifer is one of our instructors. She's just jumped on the call. So. All right. Again, student success, is our goal. So we want you guys to have a really great learning experience and be able to, get what you need from this training so that you can put it to work out in our communities. And our team is here for you. So you're going to meet some of our instructors. Kira and Jen are on with me today. And again, we're here to help. So just reach out to us and we'll share our contact information in the chat. And obviously it's in this slide deck and we'll send out more information after this meeting. We do ask that you start to think about taking about 10 minutes every day to just kind of process the information. Because it's accelerated, this training is going to provide a lot of information really quickly. So we do, however you learn, is sort of saying whether it's you're getting in your car after class and you're going to be driving and thinking about the class, or just be able to take 10 minutes at the end of each day to really process that information. Carve out that time for yourself. We find that helps a lot of our students because there is so much that you guys are going to be expected to learn every single day. So yeah, so if you need any help with that, Jennifer and Kira and myself, we're teachers, so we have all kinds of little interesting tricks to help retain information and help with reflective process. So just make sure you build that into the week of training that you guys are undertaking. And that'll really help with the content and also make you more successful with the exams you'll be taking. All right, the location. Everybody needs to know where to go. So some of you may be familiar with the Higher Education Center. This is a very busy looking map of Santa Fe, but you can see where St. Francis or 285 is, and the Higher Education Center is off of Siringo Road over near the Santa Fe High School. So if you come into town on the St. Francis exit and you hang a left on the Siringo Road, you'll go into the back of the former College of Santa Fe University of what is it called now? It's like the Midtown campus now, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah. So you'll see the Higher Education Center here. Does anybody have any questions about the location? Is everybody familiar with the location? All right.
Monique, I think it's just important to underscore, this is not the Santa Fe Community College campus that everyone goes to when they put it in their GPS.
Yes, yes. So it is literally, you have to put in Higher Education Center, Santa Fe. And that'll get you, that's good, Jennifer. Thank you for saying that. You have to put in Higher Education Center. So to get the map tool to take you where you need to go. So yeah, so just make sure you don't go, because main campus is south of town. So if you haven't been to the Higher Education Center, this will be a new location for you guys. Lunch is on your own each day. You guys will get a break to do that. Sometimes we get lunch sponsors, so we'll let you know if we get lunch sponsors for free lunch. But right now, we don't have any sponsors secured yet, but we're working on it. But yes, so right now, just plan that you guys will have your lunch each day. And in the area that we're in, there's plenty of little restaurants, but you guys are welcome to bring your lunch. We have a big lobby where you guys can sit down and eat. And the parking is free here. Coming from Seattle, I always mention free parking because usually parking is, you have to pay for it everywhere else. But you guys will have free parking available at the Higher Education Center. All right. We left this slide in here. Usually we only have this like in February and October, but obviously it's been some crazy weather lately. So if there are any kind of weather events, we have an alert system at SFCC. The news doesn't always pick up the information if there's a closure or if something's going on the campus. So if you guys see this URL here, and again, we'll send this out to everybody, this recording in the slide deck, you can sign up for SFCC alerts, and this will just text you if there's anything going on the campus. So you have to sign up for that. And if we do go to a snow day or there's some type of event prevents us from going to the Higher Education Center, our instructor is prepared to deliver through Zoom. So again, making sure that you guys would have a way for, obviously, if you're participating in this call right now, you're participating in a Zoom, but you want to make sure that you have a way to connect to the web and participate via Zoom. So again, we don't anticipate this happening. I think maybe this rain is like the last that we've seen for oh, I don't know, but it's supposed to rain over the weekend too, I think. So Jennifer's really hoping that there's no rain, but but yeah, we got some rain coming in. Megan, did you have a question?
Oh, no, I don't.
Okay, I just saw you were highlighted, so I just wanted
We
to.
did have snow yesterday in Santa Fe, just briefly, just
I
saying.
know, I know. That's just it's a little late, but yeah. So anyway, if you guys don't have that, you can sign up for alerts. All right, course details. What to expect? You guys are going to have some theory, but this is really a hands-on course. So coming prepared, wearing comfortable clothes, being ready to put your hands on gear and tools. So 85% of the class is hands-on activities. So just be prepared for that. And again, you are here because you're going to be getting these fiber optic technician certifications. And so Michael Roche has been doing this for a really long time. His company has been recognized by the Department of Labor and the Fiber Optic Association. And they will go over exactly what's included with the CFOT certification and how to place that on your resume and all of that. So the tests they do, you'll have like little practice tests throughout the week, and then you'll have a final exam that is graded on that last day of class. So these are just some of the folks that are sponsoring the funding behind this right now. So the funding that pays for this class right now is from the New Mexico Higher Education Department and from our legislature through the New Mexico Grants and Opportunities Fund. And so that is paying for the tuition and for BDI to be here. And we're also working with our America's Job Centers, which is part of New Mexico Workforce Solutions. And they'll be here on May 16th and have information about broadband industry jobs. And again, the Fiber Optic Association is sort of the people who endorse this type of certification. So you're in good hands, I guess is what we're trying to say. All right, Jennifer, did you want to talk about this slide at all?
Maybe just to quickly say that New Mexico is, as everyone knows, in a mobilizing for technology stage. The Connect New Mexico initiative at the state level, which you can access, or we may talk about in later slides, at https://connect.nm.gov, is tracking a lot of efforts. The state is already funded a number of grants in some of our hardest to reach communities to support infrastructure for internet. And they're literally laying fiber and building towers, etc. But right now, they're in the process of identifying the most underserved and about to funnel what they call the BEAD funnel framework, which is broadband equity, access, and deployment, federal funding from NTIA at the tune of 675 million. No, I'm sorry, 875 million, somewhere between there, to over the next 5 years build out the infrastructure. Thus, that's the long segue into looking at the workforce opportunities ahead. There was a report available on that website in the report library that identifies workforce development and the Office of Broadband's initial assessments of what's coming. But this sort of touches on the labor and material movers, the fiber and wireless technicians, the equipment operators, structural engineers, et cetera, that we are expecting to fill positions. And as the whole nation mobilizes, it means the state can't get workers from elsewhere, which they may used to be able to do easily. So now it's harder and more expensive to pull teams from elsewhere. So I just wanted to note that we're anticipating areas across the state to be demanding workers, both for fiber installation and maintenance and management. So just a little summary there. And resource, jump on their mailing list if you aren't already, just to see what's happening and get updates from the state. Again, that's the Office of Broadband Access and Expansion, fondly referred to as OBI, not obey, because we don't like to follow directions in New Mexico, but OBI sounds more Jedi-ish. So anyway, that's it. Anything else critical you think to touch on, Monique?
No, but if anybody has any questions, Jennifer's going to be on the call. So you guys, any workforce opportunity questions, Jennifer's got a lot of information, and we've been working really closely with the Department of Workforce Solutions And we will have some more stuff to announce next week. You guys are like coming at a really great time because there's a lot of motion around the workforce and for broadband. So if this is your first go around getting CFOT certification, a lot of excitement and a lot of opportunities starting to emerge. So it's a good time. All right, so the event. So this is, you guys will graduate at 3 o'clock. We'll have some speakers from the broadband community that'll be there to celebrate your finishing up the CFOT class. And then we will have vendors, employers, different agencies, and sort of the stars in the state behind broadband that will be here on the campus. So Jennifer and I are behind the scenes with Kira's help too to coordinate this event. And so we'll have more information to share with you guys next week about the event. So we're excited to, welcome everybody in the community to the Higher Education Center for this, and also it's kind of a great dovetail to the experience that you guys will have next week to participate in this as well. So just kind of put it on your calendars. And if you know anybody in the broadband industry, it's free and open to the public, so you guys are welcome to stop in. All right. So again, if we're doing a job fair event, you probably want to update your resume. My email address is there. And if you guys want, I can take a look at your resume and give you some pointers and some updates. And I'll be around next week as well, so I can help out after class or before class, whatever works for you. And we can also do this through online. We do a lot of our help with resumes online. So yeah, so definitely reach out. And the QR code that's here, if you guys want to scan that, goes to free career coaching services that is offered from the college to our entire community. So you can participate in that, and it's just sort of like a career engine. So it can kind of look at your skill sets and your knowledge base and all of that, and kind of give you some tips and pointers with job searching. So those are some resources you guys can use. All right. So again, we will probably go through, again, if you guys you've never used LinkedIn or you want to build a social media profile, this is a service that we offer as well. And Kira's just finding out now that she signed up to help me with this. So, anyway, again, these are services you can reach out through email. And if you want any kind of tips on building a professional digital profile. Jennifer has a lot of tips too. So we may, at the event, if you want to create like electronic calling card or something like that with your phone, there's lots of things out there. So we'll provide some resources for you guys next week. But just know that we're here to help. If you guys are looking for work, we can really help with your resume and getting your LinkedIn profile and all of that ready to go. All right, so this is the Q&A period. So I'm going to stop the share, and we'll go face to face here and open up the floor for any questions anyone might have. And you can put them in the chat too, if you guys prefer.
Hi, my name is Megan. I don't have any questions, but I just want to say that I'm super excited and thankful for what's to come next week.
Oh, Megan, thank you so much. We're excited to host you here. It'll be great to meet you in person.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, well, Kira and Jennifer and I will hang out for a while, but you guys are free to go if you don't have any questions. Otherwise, yeah, just stay on and we can answer any questions that come up. So we'll be here for a little bit. Thank you so much for being here today.
All right, thank you. You guys have a good day.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.